Wednesday morning, welcome back, and we're off to Hollywood as usual for all the latest gossip with our correspondent Lisa Gibbons, where the big story in Hollywood this week is that our Lisa is the mum. She's got a little baby girl, Jordan Alexandra. She's at home right now with her husband Chris. Congratulations, and how are you doing?
Well, other than the obvious and expected lack of sleep, we're doing great. Most of you know Chris Clinton, my husband, but you haven't met this little monster. Hi, this is Jordan Alexandra.
8 pounds, 8 ounces, Mike. Could you believe it?
She's just a little over a week old. She's thoroughly unimpressed about her appearance on
Yes.
Good Morning Australia.
Yeah, she keeps telling me that I'm the best dad in the world, so,
She has the hiccups now. Sorry, that's what you're hearing.
Is that what I'm hearing? Well, first babies are, of course, wonderful things, but how are you guys coping with, you know, the most unexpected things? Because first babies bring a lot of shocks.
We were pretty much prepared for everything, but except the lack of sleep, I guess.
Yeah, I would say the lack of sleep is the biggest, but, anyway, you want to be awake anyway when she wakes you up. You know, you want to get over and pick her up, make sure she stops crying and...
Not what he said last night at 3:30 a.m. Trust me on this.
and change the diapers.
One thing they do, though, is they do test your marriage. I mean, they will let you know if you got the right stuff. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You get to lead into your first story, darling, celebrity marriages. As you're about to see, it's not exactly like it looks on the pages of the tabloids.
Love and marriage, it's...
Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us once again. I'm Lisa Gibbons.
I'm John Tesh, and we got my favorite gal back from Houston, Texas, where she was filming scenes from my favorite film, RoboCop.
Ooh, yeah, this is the big news. RoboCop is back. It took a couple of years. I'm back in the role of Jess Perkins, the newswoman. Knowing it's one of your favorite movies, I took my video camera along for some behind-the-scenes looks.
Hoping to preserve my return as broadcaster Jess Perkins in RoboCop 2 for posterity, my husband Chris brought along our home video camera. And I think Chris needs a little more time behind the camera. I call this shot the pan to nowhere. He did capture the feel of this all-night shoot and our daughter Jordan Alexandra's first visit to a big-time movie set and first meeting with a Hollywood producer, RoboCop 2's John Davison.
Smile pretty. Oh, good. That's a good smile. Here she is. What do you think?
Oh, who's her agent? She's wonderful. You know, we're looking for someone, a baby, for RoboCop to save.
What age?
Well, we're looking for about 7 weeks.
Well, she's 7 weeks then.
Oh, we don't shoot it till next week. That's too bad, because she would have been perfect. She's just adorable.
I should start lying about her age already. RoboCop's going to be out next year. You won't believe he's got a new look. Now, all of us cast members, of course, are sworn to secrecy, but the word opalescent is one to keep in mind.
That was obviously a piece about Lisa's baby, not about RoboCop, and we're glad.
That picture's just a little hint of what we're going to see, because all week long, we've been cooing over Lisa's brand new, beautiful baby, Jordan Alexandra. Lexi. For those who really know her, we get to call her Lexi.
I love being a mom.
What's the biggest surprise you had, though, about being a mom?
I think everybody's surprised about the time. I mean, there's a little tiny infant. How can they demand so much? But it's great. I always think, can people tell, you know, that I'm a mommy? You know, I look different. I think the giveaways when I've always got, you know, a diaper over my shoulder with spit up on it is usually the first clue.
The baby, by the way, has slept for how many hours the last 2 nights?
She slept 7 hours last night. What did I do to deserve this adorable child?
She's a genius, that's all.
Well, clearly, that's the answer.
But isn't it true that no matter how prepared that you think you are for the baby, there's always something that you've overlooked?
Oh, I think that's true with everybody. It was certainly true, Rob, in my case. Before Jordan arrived, I pretty much focused on what the nursery looked like, and I only dreamt about what she might look like and all the cuddles and coos. Once she got here, I realized I had to make this room more functional. She spends lots of time, of course, on the changing table, and her attention span is, maybe that long. So I put lots of things here to distract her, like her favorite music box, anything that I can reach with one hand to get her attention. Young babies, of course, can't see all these pretty pastels. For a long time, they see primary colors and black and white. that's where this is a great little item for a changing table. It keeps her alert and stimulated and gives her something to focus on. The baby's focal length is just about 8 to 12 inches. Perfect. I have a 2-story house, but even if your nursery is just down the hall from your bedroom, you know you need to carry the baby with you frequently. I found this works great for me. Put all of her little changing items or bath items in a basket that you can grab quickly and easily. And this is a portable changing table that just inflates. It fits great on a kitchen countertop or on top of your dresser. It's been a lifesaver. Jordan was only about, a day old when I realized I needed one of these, a portable bassinet. It comes on wheels. This lifts out. I can take it anywhere. It's helped me teach her the difference between night and day because she naps in here and she knows it's not her crib, so it's not serious sleeping. I've added a lamb's wool cover in the bottom called a Lambie, which is great. She loves it because it makes her feel safe and secure, and she knows the way it feels and the way it smells. And when you're traveling or visiting friends, you take it with you, and it helps make her feel more comfortable. This nursing stool really helps because having a baby means having a backache most all of the time. And it's nice if you're feeding her or just rocking her to sleep with your favorite lullabies. Put your knees at a better angle for your back. Let's show your favorite thing, huh? She said, fine. It's right over here at the crib. It's called a crib cuddle. The crib is a really big space for a little tiny baby, so we've put this netting here to make her feel more encased. And this little item, which she loves, don't you, darling? Yes. It's a hammock, basically, that helps to snug around her body, make her feel more secure. It hooks onto any standard-sized crib. The nice thing about it is it comes with a little heart that simulates the mother's heartbeat, and when you put it in this casing, it also vibrates the fabric, and the baby really likes that. But this is her favorite thing. It's a mobile that was a gift from the home show. You may have seen it when I was guest hosting one week, and it's Jordan's favorite because it plays Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, which is sort of her special song since that's the one we played to her while she was in the womb.
Very cute.
Okay, I want to go home right now and see her.
And the baby did that in one take, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, right.
How's Crispin? Your husband's been out of town, hasn't he?
He's been out of town, and when I call him, I say, you can't believe she grew like 3 feet today.
Oh.
I know he's really missing an awful lot, but he'll be back this weekend.
Well, as a matter of fact, we've got just a little thing here from Chris.
From Chrissy?
Yeah, let's take a look here on the monitor just for a second, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Jordan. It's been 2 weeks now since I've been away from you, and it's killing me. I love you both desperately, and I'll be home soon. But I brought you a little present from sunny Spain. It's a little outfit which I think you'll go well in, Lisa. It's something like this.
That's for you or for the baby?
Nice colour, huh? And I bought one for my baby as well. Very nice. Well, listen, give Jordan a kiss for me, and I'll see you soon. I love you both. Bye.
Oh, baby. I forgot how cute he was. Oh, that's so neat.
No, just a little messy. He's going to be home Sunday.
Oh, that's precious.
Quit pining, okay?
I know. Well, at least he brought presents. He's well-trained, isn't he? Way to go.
Okay, next coming up, Mayim Bialik. Mayim, what do you have?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Rob Weller. Here's our co-host for today. Take a look. Jordan Alexandra Bell. As you may have noticed, she's a little shorter than most of our co-hosts, but she's got a great sense of humor, which she got from her mother, Lisa Gibbons.
Hi, baby.
Look.
Hi, baby. Oh, I'm just so proud. I hope you're getting a lot of money for this, honey.
She's being very, very good,
She's being
Lisa.
good. It's remarkable. She looks just like her dad, too.
Well, we've got a great lineup for you today, beginning with some of Jordan's friends.
Having Zachary has brought so much joy into my life.
That's just how I feel about Taylor. And along with the joy comes a few problems I'm not sure how to handle.
Oh, boy. We're talking about my favorite topic right now, babies. My daughter Lindsay's pushing 14 and a half, 15 months now. But I remember well the trials and the triumphs of that first year.
We put together a group of new moms, myself included. This is risky business on live television. To ask some questions of home's own pediatrician, Dr. Mom, Mary Ann Neifert. Joining us are some faces you will certainly recognize. Rob, I'll take care of baby. You take it from here.
Actress Heidi Bohé is with us. You're going to remember her from Hotel. She's here with her son, Zachary. He's 3 months old today. Look at that, Zach. Huh?
Darling.
Thank
Is he the cutest? Also with us is Ann Shadeen, and she's the mom on Alf. And she's a real-life mother of 8-month-old Taylor.
Hi, Taylor.
Hi, Taylor. Taylor.
Say hi, Bug. Wave.
Did you say
Wave hello.
Look at this, huh?
There you go.
Look
Say
at
hi to
this.
your friends, Lexi.
Oh.
We've got 3 babies basically here in different stages of development. And I thought before we start with Dr. Mom, I want to hit each one of you up. Now, Lexi is 5 weeks old.
Right.
What stages, what are you noticing with her now? What's the most fun about having a 5-week-old?
Well, she's really starting to come alive now, and she's just started to focus in on us, and you think, oh, I know she knows who I am now.
She
And
can see you.
we think we're getting those first little smiles. It could still be gas, maybe. I don't know. But we like to think she's smiling. She loves us.
Look at that.
Remember
She's
this
listening.
stage?
Oh, yes, very well.
Heidi, how about you, 3-month-old Zach?
It's so amazing. Every day I notice something different. We notice something different. Now he's at the stage where he is getting very vocal. He's cooing and gooing and the noises that come out. I like to think he's saying mama a lot of the time, in which case he's probably not. He's just going, meh, meh, meh.
But isn't that fun when they start making the gurgling noises and the
Yes,
cooing?
and the smiling just melts your heart.
Yeah.
The true smile of recognition.
It's like, what do
Looking at
you
me.
want, Zach? You want a new car? Anything?
Oh, anything. Just
You can have
the
it.
toothless smile is the greatest.
This is what you have to look forward to now. And they get more active the older they get. This is 8-month-old Taylor.
We're vocalizing a lot
Really?
now. Yes. And actually, having Taylor in the house is like having a little miniature King Kong. She's an anarchist. She's a barbarian.
Well, I've noticed she's terrorized the set since she's been here.
Oh, Tay, what's the matter? Oh, okay.
There we go.
Now, I guess there are certain trends, Dr. Mom, you can certainly verify this in child rearing, but all of us are breastfeeding, and it's very popular now and getting a lot of support in the medical community. I want to know if you all have had problems. I mean, you know, you think it's the most natural thing in the world.
How about you?
And sometimes it's just not. We're 5 weeks into it. Lexi, are we doing okay? We must be because she's fat as can be. So,
Hey, there's a smile. There was a smile.
but it's just not that easy in the beginning, and I just was uncomfortable with her in finding a good position, and now it's almost like, you know, I can one-handedly do it and cook dinner or something with the other hand.
Anybody else have problems when you first started?
Oh, I did. For me, it was very painful. And, you know, for at least a month and a half, it was like somebody had taken a pliers to me.
And I think it's important to know that there are minor problems that come up, and I want to distinguish that you shouldn't have had that much pain, and we should have given you some suggestions to latch on better so it's more comfortable.
Right.
But I think the main take-home message is that it is worth it. That's what I hear you saying, and that, and to get the help you need to overcome those little problems.
Marianne, just a couple of quick points when you start breastfeeding. We've talked about it before on the show, but maybe it's a good time now to...
You know, Lisa mentioned that we all think it's so natural, but it really is a learned art, and we need bedside help by the nurse in the hospital helping us with positioning and correct latch-on that minimizes nipple soreness, and the nurse on both breasts and how often and what to look for in the baby for signs that a baby's getting enough.
The baby's father can be so helpful as well. I mean, you think, how can the men be involved? But I got a lot of support and encouragement, and without it, I think we would have given up those first 2 days.
Yes, they say breastfeeding is a confidence game, and a lot of that confidence comes from the support of the father and those
I think it's really important that mamas know that there's trouble. There could be trouble in the beginning, but it is the most satisfying
It's
thing.
very rewarding.
That, the most special thing you can have with your baby.
Absolutely. In my case, Zachary took to breastfeeding, and I both at the same time very well. And we had no problems, but now, a lot of the time what he's doing is he will finish one breast and he doesn't want the other.
Does he fall asleep? Or just
He
get
falls asleep, or he has enough, he doesn't want any more, and that leaves me with the problem of having one very large breast and one very small breast.
And you
at least
in your clothes that way.
Funny, yeah.
At least it alternates, I hope, because we do start the feedings on opposite sides each time, because sometimes the baby does fall asleep and not get to the second side. There are rules of thumbs, and then there are rules of thumb, and there are exceptions to the rule. And I think Zach is the exception to the rule. Most babies take both breasts at each nursing, but a few will thrive. And personally, I don't argue with success if I've got a bouncing baby like that.
But what can Heidi do?
She could try to shorten the duration on the first side. A baby his age, if he's an effective nurser, he can wolf it down 4 to 5 minutes, and she could move him on to the second breast. Or nurse in subdued surroundings so he doesn't get so distracted by his environment.
Now that's Taylor.
This isn't too subdued right here, right now.
Taylor is starting to vocalize.
Oh,
and
they're all revving up.
She's also getting to the stage where she picks things up and then throws it away.
Yes.
Notice everything is going right.
She's trained me to pick them up, that's why.
I just want to take a quick minute here. I've got to get some commercials in because I think we're going to sell baby food today. I don't know. I'm just... But let's talk about solid foods. When's a good time for the moms to get into solid foods?
Yes, Rob. You know, I can remember shoving solid foods down my kids years ago when it was the fad to start it so early and they weren't ready. And today we're looking for signs of readiness, that milk, human milk, ideally formula, also would be optimal nutrition for the first 4 to 6 months. And when babies outgrow the milk supply, that's when we add solids to the diet. We shouldn't be replacing milk, we should be complementing milk. And we look for baby showing an interest, literally watching the food go from your fork to your mouth, off your plate, and looking like they would want to partake of that as well. A lot of hand to mouth and acting hungry after taking their milk and looking around for more.
Taylor's on solid foods?
Yeah, since 6 months. And now she's feeding herself, and we're having
Plastic
parties.
You know, it's a scary thing when you look at, we've been eating all our lives and we take it for granted, of course, but with babies that are just acquiring the skill, have you had any experiences where you've given her something that she hasn't been able to handle?
I gave Taylor a wedge of apple, I'm ashamed to admit.
No, don't be ashamed.
I thought, you know, that she would just suck on it, you know, but she managed to get a big clump of it off and managed to get it down the windpipe. And it was one of those, like, oh my God, the baby's dying.
Yeah.
You know, and I just picked her up. Whoops, let's see if we can do this. I just picked her up like this. Oh, sorry, Tay,
this is a simulation.
Oh, sweetheart. I picked her up like this and held my hand on her tummy and pushed real hard. Right. And it just popped right out.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I think all of us need to be aware of what are the high-risk foods, and babies can get a large chunk in their mouth, and particularly like grapes, hot dogs, round circular shaped foods. They're like little pocket gophers. They'll stuff it in before they can handle it and get it down and swallow it, and so cutting it up to small bites.
Everything is slivers now. We have little slices of everything.
Melon's big with Lindsay. She loves those melons. And those little cereals that have holes in them. She loves to chew on those. All right, we're going to break away. Everyone wants to get a good night's sleep, especially a new parent. Let's talk about sleeping babies or babies that don't sleep. When we come back. And Shadeen and Heidi Bohe are back with Dr. Mom and Lisa. And look, we've got babies galore. Oh, they got so quiet. They were yelling during the commercial.
Sudden, yes.
How's everyone's baby sleeping at night?
Zachary sleeps very well, very, very well. The only problem I'm having with the sleep is he goes to bed at 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock, and his 8 hours is up at 3 or 4.
Oh.
And he's awake at 3 or 4 in the morning.
Ready to go.
And ready to go.
But he's 3 months and he's sleeping 8 or 9.
That's good news. I think a lot of mothers would be very jealous of that. But he's a morning lark, you know. He goes to bed early and early to rise.
Right.
And that you can change that if you, little by little, 15 minutes a night, try to delay his onset of sleep. And then it might take you a couple of weeks to change that 8-hour period. And you might have to alter his feedings and his naps in the daytime, but just ease the clock around because he's got a different biological rhythm than you'd like.
Oh, obviously, we go to bed about 10 or 11.
Yes.
And he's
Gets
ready to
synchronized.
roll at 3.
I'd say Heidi looks pretty good for bagging about 5 hours. Sack time.
Last night, of course, I got about 2. He knew he had to come this morning, so.
So it is possible then to, in essence, schedule your baby.
Yes.
I know that's a tough one.
Yes, but you can't do, 2-hour changes at once. You need to inch around the clock and aim for 15 minutes.
That's the key.
Gradually.
And how does Taylor sleep?
Taylor sleeps well. My problem with Taylor in sleeping is that it's hi, honey. Say hi to the doctor. That's nice. We like things upside down.
Upside down medicine.
But my problem with Taylor is that it's difficult to put her to sleep. I can nurse her and put her to sleep or give her juice, but I don't think that's the right way. The books say it's not the right way. The books say let your baby cry. And I can't do that.
Oh, I've got a problem with that, too.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That either.
Well, I don't advocate letting babies cry. I think babies need, particularly young babies like Alexi, need to know that the world is a safe place. We're here to meet their needs. And
you can't spoil them?
And you can't spoil a young baby. And,
My wife was right again. I said, oh, let her cry. Barbara said, no, you can't spoil a baby.
They're not manipulative when they're that little.
No, they just have needs.
What should Ann do?
Well, Ann's problem amounts to how we need to teach a baby to get themselves to sleep. Most
I heard Digit's group last night. The West Ravine.
He's not here.
No?
No, nothing.
Baby.
You never...
Bringing her down. Our first national live look at this cute live baby.
You never find nicer people than here on the Home Show, I
Look at her,
promise.
watch you.
I
every
promise.
word. Hey, coming up tomorrow, Doogie Howser, MD star James Sicking is going to show you the best bottles of wine to fit your budget.
Look, there's Florida, see? And
My
I'll
sweater
take you on a
alone.
tour of Bessie's nursery. We'll show you all around there. And the third session of our home exercise video is coming up for your chest tomorrow.
You betcha. Jackie Olden's going to show us how to cook without oil. And what a great audience. We have people here from Cologne and from Frankfurt, Germany, from Victoria, BC, from Texas. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Also from Massachusetts.
Your morning at home. For tickets, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to Home Show Tickets of ABC Guest Services, 4151 Prospect Avenue, Hollywood, California, 90027, or give us a call at 213-520-2106.
I'm Rob Weller.
Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Gibbons. We've got a great show for you today. A couple of days ago, you met my adorable little daughter. Today, you get to meet my mom, Jean.
Gracious living is back in fashion right now, and I'll show you what Southern hospitality is all about.
Now, I want you to know a little bit about Lisa, because we get to meet her mom in just a bit. They're going to show us a little bit about what Southern hospitality is about. This woman is from the South.
From South Carolina, and proud of it.
And you know how I first knew you were from the South?
My accent?
No, it wasn't your accent. It was the first joke you told, Lisa. It was the longest story I've ever heard in my life.
Well, we can get a little convoluted. We pride ourselves on that.
What do I need to know about the South?
Well, Southern hospitality, as Mom will tell you, and she's the nicest lady in the world, it still exists. And it's very much alive and well. There is a gracious attitude there. I mean, it used to be that there were very few visitors, because from plantation to plantation was a long way. And when they came, they were so welcome that everyone did everything they could to make them feel very welcome. And even strangers, I mean, you would extend anything for them. Food, lodging, drink, whatever. And it's still there today. I mean, there's grace before meals and a lot of formality.
That's all Southern etiquette.
Well, yeah, and visitors still stay, 4 or 5 hours at a spell, not like Hollywood meetings, which are, 5-10 minutes.
How do I have to look when I think about the South?
Well, what you have to remember is etiquette, and this is something that we tend to forget out here. It's very important there, because if you're properly mannered, then everyone assumes you're a nice girl, see, so that's important. But I think the most important thing for you to remember, Rob, is you've got to look right before you go to the plantation.
Oh, Lisa, it's beautiful here. I feel so much like Rep Butler.
Wow, Bravo, darling, you look so dashing.
Well, and you look like a capital B in the word Southern Belle.
Well, thank you, sir.
Does that make any... Was that homemade or what?
Rob, you're pretty good at the Southern stuff.
Thank you, Lisa.
Now, I want to tell you, when you meet my mom,
Yes.
there's a way to do it in the South.
I'm pretty nervous.
And see, I present her, and if she extends her hand, you take it. You may kiss her hand. You should bow, and you really should call her Mrs. Gibbons, because it's, south of the Mason-Dixon
I
line,
don't
and
say
they
like
do that stuff.
hygiene burgers or anything.
No, I wouldn't call her like Jean the dance machine or anything like that.
Okay, I got you, all right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you have a gift for her?
A what?
Because a gentleman always brings the lady hostess a gift.
Uh-oh.
And it's not like an LA thing, like a bottle of wine or something. It's usually something homemade.
Well, I could loan her my watch.
I knew you'd forget. So I've come prepared. Give her this. It's homemade fudge. Tell her you made it yourself, okay? She'll love that.
You think she'll buy that?
Take off your hat.
Oh, take off my...
Okay, here she comes. You ready?
Wait a minute.
Okay. You look great. Okay, here she comes. Mom, may I present Rob Weller? Rob, this is my mother, Jean Gibbons.
Oh, Mrs. Gibbons, It's a pleasure indeed to meet you.
Well, it's so nice to have you here, and you're so very welcome.
Well, thank you. I hope you'll accept this small token of a gift that I spent so much time making myself.
Oh, this is lovely. It just looks wonderful. You're very talented and very handsome.
Well, thank you very, very much.
Oh, Mom, you can charm the socks off anybody.
Boy.
And look at this waist. I think with this waistline, she doesn't really have to say anything.
I know.
I'm ashamed to be in the shop.
My, but you ladies have the most gorgeous figures.
Now, Rob, Southern hospitality is all about formality, really, isn't it, Mom?
Yes, it is. It's really an attitude. You know, we want to make our guests welcome. They're very special. Friends and family are very special to Southerners. And so we try very hard to make them very welcome.
Well, that means even a simple buffet can look so formal.
Absolutely. And it should, because you're very special. And
We've
you're
got
in our home.
china, crystal, silver, linens always that go to the floor, right, Mom?
Yes.
Because you don't want those pesky table legs to be seen.
Oh.
It's improper.
Very improper.
What are some of the fixins that we have on this here buffet?
Well, we
Mom's
have
been up cooking all night.
a lot of really simple Southern foods. We have hummingbird cake. And here we have one of Lisa's specials that she loves and can't get in California, pimento cheese.
Ooh.
We have pralines. We have mushroom lox. And we have ham biscuits, which, Southerners love pork.
Mm-hmm.
And we have asparagus roll-ups. We have chicken drumettes. We have, down here, we have bourbon wieners. We have peanuts.
Oh, now,
Boiled peanuts. You must try these, Rob.
Boiled peanuts?
Boiled peanuts. And
Hey,
these would
Robbo.
not normally be on a buffet, but just for you, I put them on.
Well, he's a Yank, so he needs to...
That's right. I'm a Yank from Tacoma. Go Cubs.
Oh, he got it in.
Now, how do I eat these here boiled
Well, it's
peanuts?
permissible to eat a boiled peanut, wouldn't you say, Mom, with your fingers?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Can you see what this looks like? These little guys just sort of puff up now after.
Now, you just put these in water with salt, and you really, people up here have never had them. Over here, I should say.
Lisa absolutely loves them. When she was pregnant with Lexi, she called and said, Mom, please come bring boiled peanuts.
Did you really?
They make good babies.
Yes.
That's not just a story for television, is it?
No.
You know, these are very good. This is terrific, and it's soft. The peanuts are soft. You don't want to take them to the ball game, but they're yummy.
Well, they're good for those folks with dentures, you know. You
And
don't
are these pecans?
Yes, those are toasted pecans, and we have our own trees, and we gather the nuts and put them in the freezer and use them for baking at Christmas and toasting and serving to our guests.
Now, next to the pecans, are these little pickles?
Pickled okra.
Pickled
Absolutely.
okra.
Absolutely. Okra is a very...
You must try it, Rob. Mom, is there a fork down there?
Oh, here, Lisa, allow me just to use my fingers. Do you like okra?
Well, I am the queen of the okra strut, I want you to know.
The what?
It's the truth, isn't it?
It's true.
Que pasa the okra strut?
It's a big event. It's a shindig, and I was the queen one year.
So what is it? Can you dance or something? Is that the deal?
No, it's just an event, Rob. You know, I don't dance. Not in this dress. Now, I'm going to give away your secrets on these bourbon wieners here.
The pickled okra is just wonderful.
Well, tell them what they used to use this for.
Oh, it was used for medicine and also to stop plumbing. And
So
you
there
wouldn't
you go.
think you need vegetable soup.
Let's get to the bourbon wieners.
Well, the bourbon wieners are my favorites because you need a fork.
Oh, I sure do. Thank you very, very much.
Because they are simmered in bourbon and tomato sauce for about 6 hours. And in the South, we like bourbon, and we use it a lot in cooking. And at Christmas, I pour it in my fruitcake cookies. Yes, it's very good.
She pours it in everything, let me tell you that. And when we get her off the floor, we usually have dinner.
Well, Mrs. Gibbons, I have to say, what a pleasure it was to be invited here to your simple yet formal buffet.
Oh, Rob, it was my pleasure, and I'm delighted to have met you.
Well, as a courtesy to all of our viewers out there, newsletter number 90 will have some of Jean and Lisa's Southern recipes, y'all.
Y'all. You didn't say y'all one time.
Not
I tried.
one
Ask
time.
the folks back home in Irmo.
I'm trying to be nice.
Next, while these two Southern belles are arguing, Psychology Today's T. George Harris. And George, can you top this? George, good to see you.
It's good to see you. See you next week.
You got it. Good. Jean Gibbons, Lisa's mama.
Mom, it was such fun having you here with us. I'll see you back in South Carolina at Christmas time.
Wonderful. I look forward to it.
Oh, you were adorable.
Well, it was fun. Thank you.
Can I show everybody the list one more time? And Chiron is just having a great time in there. All right. Tomorrow, if you're one of 30 million Americans that has arthritis. We'll tell you about new arthritis drugs.
Nora Fraser's going to be here. Film classics for family viewing coming up. And don't forget your last exercise session tomorrow with the tummy muscles.
And we're going to show you how to make your own Paris fashions. Have a great afternoon. Have a good lunch.
Bye, everybody.
The bottle, she's dry. Nothing was bothering her. Had it in her mouth. She was like, nah, I don't want it.
Wonder what that was about.
Well, I honestly think, I mean, she's almost 2 months, and she knows the difference between the bottle and the breast.
We can't fool her anymore.
But honey, you have to get used to it, sweetie.
But she did drink. I mean, I think she just preferred to.
Ooh. Meow. Ooh. Chill out. Ooh. Allow. Bow. Boom. 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 Meow. 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 Doo. Yeah. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was a fly, that one. Choo. Yoo. Yoo. Choo. Boom. Woo, 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 woo. Wow. Choo. Here's some more. Here's some more.
Let me get this shot. She's looking right at the camera. Hi, Snooky. Hi, Snooky. Hey, Snooky, can you giggle?
Go, give me a smile. I love you, boo. Hey, hey, darling, darling. She's just mesmerized by the camera, aren't you? Go on, give us a smile so you can make your living out of your smile like your mama. Come on, give on. Give us a smile. Hey, darling. Oh.
Hi, Snooky.
Say hi, Mom. Hey, Mommy, what's happening? Hey, Mom, what's happening? What's that thing you're pointing at me, man? What's that for? What's that?
Hi, Snooky.
God, you think I'm stupid, don't you? Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Oh, sweet.
I know. You have to go, meow. Hey, Dad, stop it, Daddy. Let's go, meow. Don't we, darling? Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me be like Jupiter and Venus and Mars. Hey, darling. Hey, hey, hey.
That's funny, Daddy.
A batch, a batch, batch. A batch, boo. A batch, boo. Hey. Say what? What did you say? What are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, who's the prettiest girl in the world? You are.
That's a pretty smile, Lexi. Oh, what a pretty smile. Lexi, you'll be a month old tomorrow, baby.
2 months.
2 months old, rather.
Today, it's Sunday.
Oh, it is Sunday. It's your birthday, honey.
It's your birthday.
You're 2 months old.
2 months today. Say, bow to the people. Hi, darling. Yes, I know. I know. I know. I know. Who's got the cutest smile in the world? You have, haven't you? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Who's got the cutest smile in the whole world? Come on. Come on. Who's got the cutest smile in the whole world? Come on. You have.
Yes.
Who does she take after?
She takes after Daddy. She eats a lot, she eats it fast, and she screams.
And what way does she take after Mommy?
Her lovely disposition, her incredible beauty, her charming personality, her sense of humor. But she has Daddy's ears. She's stuck in her fist.
Yeah.
One little burp. Maybe you don't have one. Maybe I don't
She's
have
looking
one.
right at the
Mommy.
camera.
Maybe I don't have a burp. 30 seconds before a rev up. What do you think? Got 30 seconds, Lexi. I love you. I love you. I love you. That's a good girl. Okay, let's finish our lunch, all right? Shall we finish lunch? Yes, it's a good idea, Mommy. That's a very good idea, Mommy. Hey, yeah, you kick them for? You kick them for Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Oh, Daddy. Say hi.
Hey, Speed.
Oh, you're gonna fuss. Oh.
You smile.
Oh, pumpkin. Oh. Say hi.
Hey, we're on.
Say hi. Poor little baby. She doesn't like this outfit, obviously. Let's do the airplane hug. Want to do the airplane hug? Let's do the airplane hug. Yes. There's the airplane hug. Oh, it usually works. That's the airplane hug. Daddy does that one, doesn't he? Yeah? Jordan. Jordan. Oh. Hi. Hi, pretty little thing. There we go. Hi, Uncle Choo-Choo. Hi, Uncle Choo-Choo. Hi. Hi. What's wrong? That's a good girl. You don't care, do you? I don't care about this stuff, Mommy. I don't care about this stuff, Mommy. So precious. Okay, let's go change our little clothes.